be ready to get going for I'm trying to. I have a little problem here. I can't get the. Oh, here.
Oh, sorry, folks. Mistake on my part. Even a seasoned veteran like me makes mistakes. 2 mistakes, actually. Forgot to unplug the microphone there. And, of course, not the muddy field that it is Joseph P. Hanlon Field. The turf field at Joseph P. Hanlon Field. As tonight, the Mustangs will try to avoid 5 straight losses. An 0-3 start today. This year so far, after losses to Hingham, Milford, and Hopkinton, and tonight they take on Bishop Feehan, where the last time we covered a game against Bishop Feehan was in basketball, and a very exciting finish. Unfortunately not a result we wanted, but tonight we're doing it in football style and see if we have a chance to make the ending the way we like it. Good evening, everyone. Matt T-Scat, also known as Matthew Betzner, and I'm doing this from the comfort of the press box in here, keeping a little bit cover here, and we get ready to go. Once again, as I said, Medway on a 0-3 start this year. Of course, I don't know the last time Medway went 0-3. Really don't want to care about that for you fans, because you all want for winning here. But team is ready to go. Rain is coming down and is expected to be wet all night long, but we will bring you every minute of the game. So stick around. Don't go away. Captains are out on the field. Kyle Sansone, Pat Monahan, and who else is? And Fahad Safu out there. And of course, if you notice, Pat is not suited up tonight because of an ankle injury, so he is out, and that's pretty big. But we'll see how the Stangs do tonight. Thanks for coming along tonight as we go 4 rounds against Bishop Feehan.
For our national anthem. I know it.
Kickoff next. All right, we are ready to go. And Medway has deferred the kickoff, and so they will kick off first to Bishop Feehan. 0-3 to start. Can they get a number different than 0 in the win column tonight? We're about to find out. The ball on the move, and Bishop Feehan has missed it, and they will get it. And it's returnable. All right, Bishop Feehan will get started. That tackle. Pull out my roster. Roster protected, fortunately, for the weather. So, all right. Anyway, here we go. So let's get started. As Bishop Feehan will go 1st and 10, starting on the 23, sitting next to Petrarca, my away game correspondent. Oop, yep. Calling the game for the fans who have come out to stick it out in the rain. Go up on the right. Excuse me, left. Man, folks, I'm making mistakes already, and we're not even a minute into the game. I've made my second mistake already. 2nd and 5.
Eric Steffens on the
Tackle by Eric Steffens.
at the row 29.
Here we go, 2nd and 5. Pitched out, gets by on the left. Gets good for a first down, crossing almost close to the 50-yard line with Jeff Greenberg on the tackle.
But a big game for Feehan. First down at the row 46. What's that? Flag on the play, though.
And a flag on the play, actually. It's a penalty on Bishop Feehan, so it looks like that will move him back 5. I'm not sure. What was the flag? Block below the waist. A block below the waist. Backs up. Hang on, this the set of downs will actually begin. Okay, it looks like the officials are trying to figure out going to get it spotted. Of course, the big news yesterday, the real officials returned to NFL yesterday with the Ravens and Browns game. Of course, if you remember the Pats and Ravens game, we don't need to mention. And it's really raining, folks, as the rain has picked up. No, looks like they're gonna go back on the previous set of downs. So that's erased. And the wind has picked up a little bit. It's blowing in a bit of an east to west direction. Looks like. And looks like they will set the ball down on the 44, probably looks like.
2nd and 1 for Bishop Feehan at their own 32.
And it'll be 2nd and 1 for Bishop Feehan, and I'm almost pretty sure this could a pitch out for Bishop Feehan will be an easy almost the first down for them, unless the Medway D comes up with something. Nips top, we get through for a first down. He's down about the 35. All right, folks, just so you know, we have completed a minute so far in this game. It's 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Of course, the last time I can remember rain this torturous in a game last year against Dover Sherburne was a tough one, and also 2 years ago at Medfield. Fortunately, me and Petrarca were covered in that one, and oh, tackle! I see Walshy is in there. Steffens, and also the 11 of Tim King.
Oh, meets the ball carrier in the hole. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Hi, what's up?
Hey.
Little what?
2nd and 10. Nice defensive stop there. So the rain comes down. Pitched out 22, comes up across to the right, gets more first down. Defenders trying to stop. Eric Steffens, little use in the back there, of his own bag, let me just say. But another first down for Feehan.
Can you make out that kid's number?
Who?
The kid's number, the running back.
I couldn't figure it out. Petrarca asked me if I knew the number there, but I couldn't quite see it. In this rain, it's
Huge gain on the play by Bishop Feehan down to the Medway 37.
And folks, all throughout before the game, I've been wondering where is everyone. In fact, the cheerleaders hadn't showed up. Well, they're here. And they'll be showing spirit hopefully all night. Bishop Feehan has their cheerleaders as well on the other side. 1st and 10. Now on Medway's 37. The 22 goes, and ooh, I think Walshy on the tackle again. I think it might have been. Chris Walshy again, we folk. Senior this year. Last year had a very good year as a junior, only to have it come to a devastating end with an injury against Westwood. Here we go, 2nd and 5. And goes up middle, breaks through more, and another 1st down for Bishop Feehan. Pretty much every set of downs have only been at least 2 plays.
Matt Allen on the carry, and it's a 1st down for Bishop Feehan at the Medway 23.
In all of the previous 4 losses for Medway, they have been behind the 8 ball from the start and have been never able to recover. Tripped up by Brendan Green, initiated there. It's number 77. You two enjoying what I'm saying? The stat boys, I'll call it, if that's all right. I may call you stat boys. Not Tony Reale. Tony Reale is not one of them from the PTI. Are up here in the booth as well. 2nd and 8. Hands off number 23, good for a 1st down, and that will be inside the 10-yard line, so it'll be goal to go. Well, as a matter of fact, folks, speaking of rain, there have been other times I've been in here. Actually, my first game I covered in 2008 against Cardinal Spellman was in the rain, and I was in here also at the end of the Dover-Sherburne game in 09, so it's easy. Up the left side, Matt Allen for Bishop Feehan there. Only about 2 yards, and again, actually, I'm sorry, folks, it was not inside the 10-yard line. It's about the 11, so if this ball makes it to the 1-yard line, it will be a fresh set of downs for Feehan. And we should actually mention, folks, Bishop Feehan is not in the Tri-Valley League. It is a Division II team, I believe. Or Division better than us. But 1. Okay, thank you, Stat Boy 1. Just kidding, sorry. A few yards, that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Matt Allen will gain up the middle down to the Medway 5.
What are your names? Just Jim.
Evan, okay.
3rd and 4 for Bishop Feehan.
And I should say thank you to Stat Boy Jake for that one, and Evan also is up here, so I don't need to from there. All right, 3rd and 4. See if Medway can mount a stop here, but with 4th downs, Bishop Feehan probably would go for it. Here we go. To the, not sure who that was. Is he stopped? He probably might be short of the goal line, and probably they'll give him a fresh set of downs if he crossed the 1-yard line. No, it's a stop 1 yard short, so it's 4th and 1 to the 1st down mark. It's 2 yards to the goal line. So if Medway can mount a stop here, that would be pretty big, and a timeout seems to be called. But Bishop Feehan calling a timeout.
The short one.
The short one. All right, we'll be ready to go soon. Of course, again, let me just mention the refs.
4th down and 1 for Bishop Feehan at the Mustang 2.
Here we go, friends. Yeah, that's probably appropriate at this point. Early in this game, you know what? We should take with early in this game to not go down early. 4th and 1, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Touchdown for Matt Allen from 2 yards out. And Bishop Feehan leads it.
So once again, Medway Falls will be behind to start the game.
22. 26? Okay. Hard to see their numbers.
And the extra point is good. 7-0, Medway behind.
That was number 26.
Again, we'll be back. Tough to get behind early in this game, but we're gonna hope for the best for this team, for Medway to get back, hopefully. Let's see what they can do on offense. Oh, 28, dropped it a bit. Jason Dunstan, excuse me, tackled and will be forced back near the 10-yard line.
Good coverage by Bishop Feehan as they tackle Jason Dunstan back at the Medway 13.
So it'll be a tough.
First down and 10 for Medway.
So they'll start on the 15, and
Hey, how you doing?
this for the last year and a half. So Medway's offense has not really seen the field much. Their defense has been taking quite a beating past games, especially big games. And this is a handoff to Anthony Parcheski, I believe, and a gain of about 4 yards.
Anthony Parcheski with a gain of 3, making it 2nd and 7 for Medway. Just past the row 18.
All right, here we go, 2nd and 4. Henry to Parcheski again, I believe. A few more yards. It will bring up 3rd down. This is pretty big, folks. 3rd down conversions are pretty big here.
With a gain of 5. 3rd down and 1 from their own 24.
Looks like now it's drizzling out there now, so not like it was a few minutes ago. Up, and it's stopped, 3 and out for Medway.
No way to go that play for Medway. Appears to be just short.
Just inches short. That one also to Parcheski. And Andrew Henry will have to punt it away. And a timeout on Bishop Feehan. So we'll take our own break with 2:06 to go. All right, here we go. And of course, last week, folks, Dylan Burke made a mistake on the first snap, which went very far back. And Henry could not make the grab. The ball rolls down into Bishop Feehan's 30. Not bad. So we'll see if the defense can answer to the Feehan offense. We'll be back. So Bishop Feehan starts up again. Score still 7-0. Same the pitch out again. Medway has been struggling to read.
Matt Allen on the carry for about 4 yards. Second and 6.
Second and 6. Oh, wind is picked up again, and the hands off number 20, 2 looks like Bishop Feehan, and that will be good for another first down.
Tackled by number 11, Timmy King. But a first down for Bishop Feehan out to the 45.
Now it's coming back down again. The rain is coming back down. As the clock is winding down to under a minute. And that run by the 21 of Feehan will be good for another first down. Defense is still struggling to make stoppages.
Number 21, Isaiah Douglas, with a nice first round run for Feehan, gets him to the Mustang 44.
Hands off. And stopped by Green, and also I believe Walshy as well in there. And that will be the end of the first quarter, as once again Medway is behind the 8 ball to start with, as Bishop Feehan is up 7-0. Can the second half be better than the first? Hopefully. We'll be right back. All right, just a quick update as we get the second quarter. Petrarca, since you have the headset on, what can you tell me so far on what you're seeing?
Just a heavy ground game. Matt Allen, most of it, but then a couple other running backs for them too, just doing a great job.
All right, then we'll let you get back to calling there, and I'll check with you in a little bit. All right, 2nd and 10. As the 21 looked, Eric Steffens on the start there. With the initial start, as well as I think Chris Walsh again. Only a few yards gained for the Shamrocks. Bishop Feehan, that's what it is actually, folks. So for any of you wondering who the team Bishop Feehan is, it's not just Petrarca hopes for a big stop. 3rd and 8 looks like. Let's see. Can the defense read this good? They do! Greenberg, Zach O'Brien, and Greg Danahy, 24. Bring up a 4th down. Big decision. How'd you like that, Petrarca? That was pretty big, wasn't it?
Oh, what a stop. Great penetration by the Mustangs. Finally get him to punt here.
Be pretty big right there. We're having a little trouble trying to see if he can get his dragging it over the official doing the timing here for our game tonight. It'll be punt for Bishop Feehan as the punt goes. Looks like this one will go through the end zone and
Touchback to the 20, man.
Touchback. Thank you, Petrarca. And we'll be back. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Rain is driving down a bit. Let's see if the Mustangs can work through it. Henry to pass to Huffam. About 5 yards.
Henry to Huffam. First down pass of about 5 yards. Second mark for the Mustangs at the 26, a 6-yard pass.
Double H connection.
Double edge connection there?
Double H.
All right, then. Here we go, second. This one to Sansone, which I don't think got anywhere. Which will move the Mustangs back
Mustangs lost a couple.
few yards.
3rd and 7.
The 3rd and 7 coming up.
Maddie, those slower development plays look like they're having trouble against the quick Bishop Feehan defense.
3rd and 7 looks. Oh, Cobb almost in the hands of Jason Dunston. No flag, though. Unfortunately, be another 3 and out. Oh, that's tough.
Out of the reach of Jason Dunston. 4th and 7, and the Mustangs will be forced to punt.
That was tough again, Petrarca. Another 3 and out.
Boy, the pass was right on the money, but the hit was right on the money too, Matty. He timed it perfect. He hit it just as it hit his hands. So Jason couldn't hang on.
Oh, geez. Oh, my gosh. That is just trouble again as Henry dropped the ball on the snap, and Bishop Feehan will have great penetration, good position, excuse me, for on this one. Oh, gosh. It has... Folks, I'll just say this. This is probably one team that can't wait for September to come to an end because all just been luckless so far this month.
You just got to try to get some positives out of tonight's game, Matt. Even if it's just playing well, whether they win or lose, you know, against a really good team like this, just trying to play a good game.
All right, here we go. Bishop Feehan, 1st and 10, 14, number 22. Stoppage. Walshy, I see in there as well, is in there. And I think there's also, let's see, who's there? Brendan Green.
Defense is starting to stiffen.
Just so you know, Petrarca. Okay.
2nd and 8 for Bishop Feehan at the Mustang 10.
Yeah, the defense is starting to stiffen up actually a bit, Petrarca.
Yeah, they're getting good penetration, Matt. That wasn't the case earlier in the game, but they're doing better now.
All right, 2nd and 8, and more yards gained there.
The pitch out to Matt Allen gains a couple, leaving Bishop Feehan with a 3rd and about 6. Just in the Mustang 8.
Matt, still another good run defense by the Mustangs, held them to 2 yards.
Yeah. You know, it's so interesting, Petrarca, because, you know, these, in many of the games we played, you know, mainly the Division 1s, they've done that pitch out there. Medway has had terrible luck against that.
Yeah, we haven't been able to keep the guy, contain the guy on the outside. They've been getting outside our ends. But tonight, that's not happening as much.
All right, let's see. It looks like Feehan's going to go and pass. Green trying to get to him, goes down, and the quarterback's going to run in, I believe. Is he in? Doesn't look like he is, so, but it'll give a fresh set of downs to Bishop Feehan.
That quarterback scramble gets Bishop Feehan down to the Mustang 1.
On the 1 yard line.
Matty, we were just remarking up here in the booth how fast that quarterback looked on that play. Brendan Green was getting good pressure on him, and then all of a sudden he disappeared.
I know. Kind of took off like a, what do you say, Cam Newton-like almost. And that will be in. Bishop Feehan, the runner, I think 17, I believe, was it? Or not sure.
Number 17, Michael Agnello with the touchdown.
So it'll be up 13. All right.
Thank you.
Getting corrected.
Number 23, Matt Glebus on that touchdown for Bishop Feehan. And the extra point is good, and the Shamrocks lead at 14-0. 57 left in the second.
So there goes 7 points, extra points for Bishop Feehan on a mistake by Medway. Petrarca, you know, this I've seen with this team. I think there's potential, but these 4 games have been completely luckless for us. I mean, we've had things go wrong. I mean, at this point, if a lightning were to strike, if there was lightning in the area, it probably could strike us. Do you think?
Oh, I hope not.
I know. I sure hope so. I really would not.
You know, I think the defense is playing a little better this game. Even when Bishop Feehan did score, it took them a long time to do so. And I thought, you know, there it was really the field position. Obviously, they got the ball at the 12. You know, the defense fought, but I mean, when you get the ball at the 12, it's kind of tough. 1 first down and they're in for a touchdown, you know. So, but the D's look good. The offense has got to hold on to the ball for a while here.
That's what
we need a drive, at least a time-consuming drive. Here's Jason Dunston.
Middle and goes. All right. Well, you know, we'll try starting this on the 25, and we'll take a break, and hopefully Medway can make something this time.
Jason Dunston with.
I had to mention to the stat boys, Jake and Evan, about the hat I actually got myself tonight. Doesn't look like much of a gain. Who was that? Who made the rush of those?
No gain on the play. Second and about 10.
Well, it was a loss of 1.
25.
Matty, it looked like it might have been a mishandled snap because he didn't even get it to the back.
Oh snap! 2nd and 11 to Parcheski, and doesn't even go anywhere.
Third down and about 12 for the Mustangs from just inside their own 25.
The hat I actually have with me tonight is a White Sox hat, actually, to tell you the truth. Just only for protection. Doesn't display my liking there. I'm still a Red Sox fan, although really wish actually this season would be over.
Interesting to see who the new manager is going to be, Matt, assuming that they fire Bobby Valentine.
And the pass intercepted. Brought down by the 24, by the 74 of Matt Lanson. And another turnover for Medway in the red zone.
Yeah, that was a tough one there, Matt. I don't know. Just a little bit errant on that one, and they.
And Petrarca, do you notice something on the sidelines? Actually, Dylan Burke is doing more practice with long snaps.
Long snaps, that's
because
right.
especially after last week and then tonight here, he's had troubles. So
yeah, last week he snapped it over the head of Andrew Henry, but I think tonight it was just a matter of the wet football being dropped. You know.
First down 10 for Bishop Feehan at the 31 as the person who intercepted the ball must have hit the.
All right, 1st and 10 for Bishop Feehan, for the Shamrocks on the 31 in torrential pouring rain is the pass. Almost caught by number 23, but no. Good defensive work there by Zach O'Brien, I believe.
Kyle Sansone on the coverage.
Sorry, Kyle Sansone. Thanks, Petrarca.
The pass for Feehan and Bishop Feehan is incomplete. Coverage by Kyle Sansone on that play. 2nd and 10.
Well, it's really coming down now. And Petrarca, the cheerleaders are kind of huddled up in their own little.
I think they're all fitting under about 3 umbrellas. That's how close together they are right now.
Oh, man.
Trying to stay
all right. Ooh. Here we go. Man, Walshy making sure not to hold Feehan back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, Walshy looked powerful on that play, didn't he? Matt Allen's a hard runner, and he just turned him around.
Oh, well, you and me know, Petrarca, all last year, Walshy is just a force to be reckoned with right there.
He was. Too bad he got hurt that last, 3 or 4 games?
It was Westwood at the Westwood game.
He was like all league up until those last couple of, and to miss him those last 4 games, that killed us.
It was pretty big. He looks, and it was handed off, but Walshy again, and Kevin Sheehan also on the play. It will bring up 4th down and a big decision for Bishop Feehan. They going to punt, or are they probably going to go for it?
Manny, I'm sure they'll go for it, considering they're in Mustang territory. Deep in Mustang territory down at the 32. I would think they'll go for it. They'll never punt there.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Yeah, here they go.
Let's see if Medway can do it. Here we go. Quarterback's looking. Passes. Incomplete. And Medway will take over.
And Bishop Feehan pass play on 4th down is broken up, and the Mustangs stop the Shamrocks. And they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32 with 3 minutes left.
Wow. Wow, that right there was a big defensive showing right there for Medway.
That was dangerous, that screen pass. He threw it near a couple of Mustangs. It almost got fumbled into one of our players' arms.
Could have been an interception there. Henry now gives it to Parcheski. 5 yards, looks like.
Anthony Parcheski with a nice gain of 5 yards as the Mustangs pick up the pace with under 3 to go.
Under 3 minutes to go. That's right. We forgot to mention how the clock now. And by the way, we have a Henry as quarterback. And didn't we? I think I recalled a few times the other Joe Henry often liked a quick drill right here. Often, I think. Oh, the ball came out. I think, who was it? Steffens had it and then almost and dropped it, I think. But I think Medway is still going to have it.
The play recovered by the Mustangs, leading with a 3rd and 8 with 2:15 left in the half.
3rd and 8 as the clock is winding to 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, Matt, when they run those plays that come across hard, it seems like they're having trouble handling the ball on a night like tonight.
It will need to be a big play on 3rd down if Medway is going to have any answer to this game. Henry gonna look, caught to Dunston, but not gonna go far to the 1st down.
The 3rd down pass.
So it will go 4th, and it looks like it will be a pass, like punting situation
4th and 5
for the Stangs.
With 1:36 left in the half.
Well, Matt, the pass play just wasn't run deep enough for them to pick up that 1st down. I'll tell you, I'm impressed with the defense this half. After that long first drive, which was time-consuming, it was about 7 or 8 minutes, 8-minute drive, I think it was. But after that, you know, they've had 2 stops, and the touchdown they gave up was a 12-yard drive because really we fumbled the punt. So the defense is not, you know, was been respectable this half. It's just the offense. What do we get, about 1 first down? I think that's the problem.
I think that's all it is.
If we could get we need a drive, you know. Plus the D's going to be on the field so much. That's the thing that gets scary when the D's on the field too long. Sometimes at the end of the half they tire. Let's hope they don't tire here with 1:36 left.
All right, snap's good and gets the punt away. Very good snap. Oh, did he touch it? He touched it and he recovers it.
Oh, the free football on the ground, but the Mustangs just missed recovering it. 1st and 10, Bishop Feehan from their own 30 with 1:26 left.
Oh man, Petrarca, if we had recovered that would have been a different story right there.
All of a sudden you're back right in the back in the game.
We'd have perfect position down there. We could
have had the ball at the 30.
I know.
You know. Oh, that's a shame, Matt. They pounce on that one. That would have been big.
Run up the middle, and this point, it looks like maybe the Shamrocks will probably run the clock out at this point with under 1.5 minutes to go.
Again, the Mustang front stiffening, giving up a gain of about 3, 2nd and 7 for the Shamrocks from their own 33 with about a minute left. Well, they're not using their timeouts.
I thought they might try using some timeouts, Matt. You know, in high school they get like 5.5 or something?
Probably.
So I thought they might try to use them, but I think they're just going to let the clock run out. Maybe this weather playing a role in that too.
Probably. Pitched out. Oh, Danahy with initial start to the stop there. Maybe they call a timeout. No, it doesn't look like it. So,
Drew Goldsmith on a
so 1/2 minute to go.
3rd and 5.
Under 30 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd and 6 here. 15 seconds.
More good played by the Mustang D. They're starting to really snuff out that running game of Bishop Feehan. Let's hope they can keep it up.
All right, well, this will be the final play of the game, or they're probably not going to get it off, and that pretty much is it for the first half as Medway stuck behind 14-0.
And the Mustangs nothing.
Medway will receive to start the second half. Only question is, can that be the springboard for them to get back in this? We'll be back for the second half, and I don't think Petrarca, judging by where the cheerleaders were huddled down in their umbrellas, I don't think they're coming out for here.
It's possible.
Possible?
It's entirely possible. They're not coming back. Good thing we're in the booth, though. We wouldn't be coming back.
Oh. Yes. Well, we know one thing that will be coming back are the The coaches are coming out, but right behind them are the Mustangs as well. As we will soon begin the second half. Again, the Shamrocks of Bishop Feehan are up 14 over the Mustangs of Medway.
Herein lies the problem. Control is an illusion.
It's a tough start for the season Medway has had so far. And of course, September has just not been a kind month whatsoever to many Boston teams as well.
I thought it was a big call.
As we begin the second half soon.
Scientifically
So as we go, other news and nuggets to go about, folks. After a tumultuous week 3 with the replacement officials, which involved crazy bad calls with the Baltimore and New England game, as well as the Green Bay Seattle Monday night game, the real officials returned last night to Baltimore against the Browns, and so that was much, and they returned to a standing ovation pretty much, and hopefully the games probably will look better. Of course, New England is going back to Buffalo, where last year, we don't need to tell you all that actually what happened. Another, like the last 2 weeks, was a loss. All right, we're going to get started again. Medway is going to receive. Let's see if they can get back in this game. We'll be right back. All right, and Big Al Petrarca is also joining me again, as he is also doing the field announcements as well. And
we need a drive here, Matty.
We've been needing a drive since the first kickoff of this season.
We've got one first down, I think. I think that's all we have. One or two tops.
I know. All right, let's see. As Bishop Feehan is going to set up to kick it off.
See if the Mustang D can keep. They've been slowing Bishop Feehan down after that first drive.
Go, and looks like the ball picked up by Dunstan. Let's see where he can go. Goes up the center. Nice field position around the 35.
Jason's always dangerous. He really is. He's so fast. Nice return.
So that will get Medway started
Out to the
on the 35.
35.
You didn't just make a mistake there, did you?
Not me. We'll call it a faux pas.
Or maybe a come on man there. Eric Steffens trying to turn up and make a few yards, probably about 2 or 3.
Eric Steffens.
So that will be 2nd and 8 coming up there.
2nd and 7 from the 38.
Or 7, excuse me.
You can disagree with me, Matt. It's okay.
Well, it looks like, you know,
Between
it's
7 and 8.
yeah, that's the thing. Well, you know, you look at the downs marker. That's the thing that sometimes, you know, it could be either way. Looks like 3rd and out coming as Parcheski gets pushed back past the 10 where the start, or actually will be marked for forward progress.
3rd and 6 for the Mustangs from their own 39.
On the 39, 3rd and 6 coming up.
You would think they're going to have to pass on this, Matt.
I think so too. They haven't gone to the air very much. I think they've only gone like twice. I think, you know, they didn't really. One to Dunstan. If Dunstan's getting flanked to the right, so maybe they could. Yep, they're going to pass, and it's overthrown. In fact, intercepted. Intended almost for Cummings. And Bishop Feehan will take over back around the 50-yard line.
That
So
one was way overthrown, Matt. Tough one.
yeah, it is. Bishop Feehan takes over on the 50. We'll be right back.
The Medway.
All right, 1st and 10, 9:32 to go after the Feehan interception. Yeah, got tackled there. I think it was Ben 70. Who was that? I think I'm trying to see who was on there. I think it might have been
5-yard gain by Matt Allen.
Green, maybe. I think Brendan Green on the tackle.
Brendan Green on the tackle. 2nd and 5 from the 40.
2nd and 5. We go down to 9 minutes to go. A little bit later, Petrarca, we'll have to talk about the week it's been in the NFL. Of course, everyone knows about Sunday night and Monday night fiascos. Whoa! Got a good stop there.
And make no mistake, they were fiascos.
Walsh, I believe, again there. And maybe Green as well, Brendan Green. Of course, the fiascos were the endings to the Patriots and Ravens game, and also the Green Bay Seattle game, which the Seattle game was way, can't believe that will probably
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
that was
that Green Bay player caught the ball before anybody put their hand on it from the other team.
Agree.
Clearly caught the ball.
Number 23 looks like another gives us a first down to Bishop Feehan.
First down, Bishop Feehan at the Medway 30.
I didn't actually see it. I actually went to bed that night, but I mean, I saw it the next morning, and I was like, "Holy cow, that's a big uproar!" If Sunday night did not get anyone's attention to bring the refs back, Monday night definitely did that.
Just tough to go from the best refs in the world to Division III in high school refs. I mean, it's just totally different level. And naturally, the D1 refs weren't gonna break the picket line, and but I mean, those are the only guys that could come close to officiating as well as the pro refs.
Tackle by, I think let's see, I'm trying to find who it is. If it's Kevin Sheehan, it looks like. I think stopping
tackle for the Mustangs.
2 yards there for Feehan. Of course, they instead of flags using hats to throw, and of course in a game on the well, I don't know if that you wish it would have affected more the Cowboys and Bucks game.
What about sometimes when they tried to explain their calls too? That was a fiasco too at times.
Oh, no, Feehan. Oh, okay. Green, I think, was part of there, as well as the 26 of Heavey as well. Kyle Sanzong, excuse me. Sorry about that, folks.
3rd and 5 for the Shamrocks.
3rd and 5. So this is another big third down here.
And again, Matt, this is 4th down territory too. You know that the Shamrocks will go for it deep in Medway territory as they are.
Agreed.
So these two plays, I wonder if they'll go to the air here. See if the Mustangs could pass rush. No, pitch out
again. It's that same pitch out again. The same thing that costs Medway allotted so many times, which will be good for a first down for the Shamrocks again.
Matt Allen with a gain of 10 yards. Gives the Shamrocks a first down at the Medway 15.
Yeah, we have a tough time with those pitch outs where they stretch the defense and then pick a hole, and we have trouble, maintaining our lane. Sometimes we let the ball carrier get outside the ends other times, but right there he just picked out a hole and cut it up, and we just didn't fill the gaps like we need to.
Weather update, it's gone from downpour all halftime to drizzling, looks like. Oh, stop Huffam there, I see.
Jimmy Huffam deep in the Shamrock backfield for the tackle. Throws him for a loss of 3.
At this point, Petrarca, I think you're going to use anything to try to motivate anyone here for Medway.
Well, anytime you make a nice play like that, Timmy got great penetration. I like it. I love his aggression. Every game he at least has a couple of plays like that where he buries somebody way in the backfield. We saw that last game too against Hopkinton. So that's a good thing that Timmy does. He fires right into the backfield. Last week he had a big sack.
And don't probably gain the yards back for Feehan there, so it'll be 3rd down. And probably 10. Excuse me, 9. Excuse me, yep. Well, in between 10 and 9.
3rd and 9 at the Mustang 14 for Bishop Feehan.
I think right now, Petrarca, you're going off of me, aren't you? You're trying to play off me now. You're trying to
You're
play
a
off.
madman. I don't know. We're worrying. I don't usually worry about 1 yard. You know, I'll say 10, 9, and I just don't even, you know, because I know it doesn't make that much difference.
Pass and no, incomplete. And
That's a lateral,
ball,
Matt.
and that goes out of bounds.
I think that was a lateral. That would be a backwards pass, but
Ugh.
it did go out of bounds.
Another unlucky situation for Medway. Could have recovered that ball.
That could have been a lateral on that, a backwards pass, I believe it was. And that'll go out of bounds for a loss by Bishop Feehan of 4 yards.
No good breaks whatsoever.
4th and 14 at the Medway 19.
So 4th downs again. You said, and are they gonna? It looks like they'll go for field goal actually, Big Al. So let's see what they do. This one kick goes up, and I think that. No, did it? I don't think. No good. Medway will get it on the 19-yard line.
Shamrock's kick is no good, and the Mustang defense stiffens and holds.
Wow.
Giving the Mustangs a chance here.
So
Before-
can Medway finally make a drive to get to the end zone for them? We will return. And
Big stop right there, Matt.
Yep.
They couldn't afford to give up any points on that drive.
yeah, that was pretty big right there. All right, so the offense is out. Let's see if they can now formulate a drive to get to their own end zone, get to the end zone. Steffens looks like clear up on the high side, close to the 45-yard line.
Eric Steffens ripping off a 28-yard gain out to the 43.
Wow. Now at this point, Petrarca, now I think this drive is to make Feehan pay right now at this point to get.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a good start. That Eric Steffens run right there, about 27 yards. Great job.
Here we go. 1st and 10 now on the 36. Looks like Parcheski up the middle. Another 1st down. It looks like close to a 1st down. Let's see.
Another nice game by Anthony Parcheski, and
It is a 1st down.
Mustang 1st down.
Wow. On this drive, Medway is coming out strong, and they're coming out fast.
Well, I'll tell you, Matt, they're starting. You know what I love? They're running outside and inside. When you get that balance between outside and inside, they haven't really had that all night. They get that going, now you're in business.
Steffens again going on the left. Few yards gain. Halfway to a 1st down.
Eric Steffens picking up about 4 yards on the play, leaving the Mustangs with a 2nd and 6, just inside the Shamrock 45.
And I'll tell you what, Petrarca, with the game still only a 2-score possession, there's still plenty of time, I think, if Medway can make the right moves.
Get a score on this drive, Matt. You're within a touchdown.
I know.
Anybody's ball game.
We're still in this. I think we're still in it. Let's see. Henry. Parcheski again. Few yards. Be 3rd down.
Parcheski for about 3 yards.
3 yards, so probably be 3rd and looks to be 4.
3rd and 4 at the Shamrock.
Under 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, you know, here's the thing. I would think this is 4th down territory, too. That the Mustangs, if they don't make this, I think there's a good chance they may go for it on 4th down.
What do we have to lose at this point? We don't have anything. Oh, flags are out, and this is probably going to stall up Medway.
That's where you get hurt, because the illegal procedure is going to put them in a 3rd and long where they almost have to pass. It's nice when you have you could do either one. Leave the defense guessing. Now they know they're going to pass.
And just one more thing, Big Al, on that Monday night fiasco with the refs. Normally the Seahawk fans boo refs, and I'm pretty sure on that final play,
Illegal procedure, 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs.
I'm pretty sure one of the refs went to the security guard and said, "Will you protect our lives?" And the guard probably said no. So he probably signaled touchdown after that. That's a joke that was made with the Immaculate Reception. Kept to Sansone, but it will bring up 4th down. And I would be with you, Petrarca, that
Sansone,
with this point,
4th and 7 leaves with a 4-7 at the Shamrock 45. It appears the Mustangs will try to punt it deep.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt it, I guess. So I would have thought they'd go for it.
Well, the only way this could work out well, Matt, if they can pin them down around the 10-yard line and then get a
Snaps
stop,
good. Punts.
all of a sudden you're going to get great field position. This is a nice punt.
All right.
Nice punt by
Parcheski, and there's a flag down.
Flag. I think that's going to bring this back. I think it should be on the offense, on the return team, but we'll see. I'm not sure by where that was thrown.
So the penalty,
Nice return by Bishop Feehan out to the 30-yard line, but a flag on the play.
and it looks like it will probably.
Block in the back.
We've just been told for the official block in the back for against Bishop Feehan. So that will push them back.
And the costly penalty will push the Shamrocks back inside their own 10, back to the 7.
Wow, that's a big loss right there.
Yeah, I mean it gives you. I mean if you ever hold them 3 and out down here, you'll get the field, all the field position you want. But you know you got to do it. Easier said than done. But they have been playing better defense as the game's worn on. Yeah.
Well, let's hope that the defense can stick this time.
Yep.
Here we go. 1:20 to go in the third quarter, and looks like someone, I think, called a timeout. Oh, looks, do they have the wrong ball?
My, what an awkward moment, man.
Oh, do you, and someone, I heard someone in the crowd say, "Come on, man." This deserves a come on, man, right now. Come on, man.
Well, at least the rain subsided, so they're not suffering as bad as they were before. I think when it was pouring, they would have really flipped out.
Can't believe we're still keeping our sense of humor with the way this game is headed as well. Okay, let's get this going. Pitched out again, and 32 of Gillette and Huffam there on defense.
Timmy Huffam and Travis Gillette on a tackle. Hold the Shamrocks to a gain of a couple. 2nd and 8.
So, tell you, Matt, that they're really, this is some of the best defense stretch I've seen them have. Obviously, this is a running team. You know they've seemed to have more trouble with some passing teams. I know they had trouble covering Hopkinton last week in the secondary. But they had that really tall receiver, if you remember, right, Matt?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
He was trouble. I mean...
Here we go, and it looks like... tackled down, I believe.
Greenberg on a tackle for the Mustangs.
Sorry about that, folks. I think...
3rd and 5 for the
There's Greenberg there on the tackle. Was it Greenberg? So 3rd and 5, another big stop. If this can happen, this would give. If a stoppage here, not only does it might set Feehan in a punting situation, but where would the punter be, Big Al?
Oh, he'd be in his own end zone punting from here. You know, because you should go back about 13, 15 yards. So
this could be big.
Oh,
and well,
end of the third.
well. This is going to take a little bit more time, so we will go third quarter, 14-0. Oh boy, what will happen next? We'll find out when we return. Well, I think the defense was a little bit better there, Petrarca, but they need to finish this off right here as we come to the third quarter. Fourth quarter, excuse me.
They want to maintain a good chance, you know, a shot at winning the game. This is the play. I mean, you know, if they stop them, you know, 3 first downs from now, it's going to be too late. There won't be enough time left. But if they would put a stop to them right here on this play, you know, now you've got a shot at getting you 2 scores. You're going to get tremendous field position. Even if the guy hits a great punt, you're going to get the ball right at midfield.
Getting the weather, folks.
Got to get this stop.
Weather at the start of this quarter is a bit dreary, and he's going to go up 21. And I think he's short.
It looks like the Mustangs.
So 4th down.
On the draw play, it's close.
I think it looks like, are they going to They might have to bring the chains out. I think they will have to bring the chains out, actually, so.
Big measurement here. To see if
Oh, boy.
Shamrocks got the first down.
This would be big. If this is short, then hopefully Medway would have a chance to get it. Let's see. No, it's a first down.
Shamrocks just picked
Oh, gosh.
draw play on third.
Oh, gosh.
That was a
Enough-
tough one, Matt.
Another coulda, woulda, shoulda right there. I mean,
Yeah.
this.
What would they have it by? Less than a foot, right? It was inches.
I know it was. I thought it was.
I'll tell you, I know we're losing here, but I really think they're performing, especially on defense. I'm liking what I'm starting to see here on defense. Not that I want to jinx them, but
24, Danahy, and also I think Gillette also there on the tackle.
Greg Danahy on the tackle. 2nd and 6 for the Shamrocks from their own 21.
Of course, you say jinx him. What else can you do at this point? if you want to talk about bad luck, racing season has had its own bad luck with Jeff Gordon, who's had every sort of which problem go wrong pretty much.
Matt, we got to see this in perspective. I mean, you played 3 Division I teams, and you're playing teams up above our level here, and the one team we did play in the Tri-Valley League is supposed to be one of the best teams in it.
I know.
So I think the Mustangs will hit a stretch where they start winning. I really do. When we get into October,
Yeah,
I think they'll win their share of games. Believe me.
Right there, another run by Bishop Feehan gives them another first down.
Nice run by Bishop Feehan, gets them another first down out to their own 38.
Petrarca, I just got word from our stat boys here. You see the 61 out there. No, Pat Monahan did not recover quickly. That is Chris Walshy, though, has switched jerseys.
Really?
So, thank you, stat boys.
That's good information because.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Whoa! And whoa! And the rusher, I think Brendan Green sent the runner backwards and the runner flipped over.
Shamrocks for a loss of.
Wow. That was unexpected right there. I knew Green had it. I wasn't sure if that was going to complete. And
he sent that runner staggering, didn't he, Matt? He turned him around the other way, and then the kid just kind of slowly dropped and kept losing yards as he kept going backwards.
Oh, could you imagine if he started running, if he did start going the wrong way? That would have been Medway's goal right there. 2nd and 5, and I think Bishop Feehan calls a timeout because I think they were a bit shocked as to what has just happened here. So,
you know what's funny, Matt? You're saying run the wrong way. There was a famous clip years ago. Hall of Fame football player for the Vikings named Jim Marshall.
Yes,
it was
of
a famous
course.
play where he runs the wrong way. And you know what that comes to my mind? I don't know if you saw Steve Sable passed away. Steve Sable was NFL Films.
Yes, indeed.
He did a tremendous job. They used to do the game of the week, and they had all this classical music in the background. It was really something that I remember growing up, falling in love with watching football, was Steve Sable and his NFL Films broadcast. So the sad thing that Steve Sable passed away, but
last Tuesday passed away, and as the pass this here goes, looks to pass. I see someone down there, and it is almost intercepted by Dunston. Oh, but they broke it up. It will be 3rd and 15.
Dunston almost with the pick on the deep ball. Who broke that up?
I think Gillette as well, I think. So.
Looked like Travis Gillette initially broke it up, and then Jason Dunston almost.
O'Brien, excuse me, Zach O'Brien.
I'm sorry, Zach O'Brien broke that up.
But yes, indeed, Steve Sable passing away last Tuesday, and of course he was a great, work. I mean, doing the films. I don't think NFL Films would have been, the way it was today if it wasn't for him. And
no, they did a tremendous job. They made it like a drama. They made it like a high art when you'd watch their telecasts, and it really made you enjoy the NFL even more. Fall in love with the game. I remember growing up watching those game of the week. I used to always put that on. It was about a half hour, and you know, it was something.
Kevin Sheehan on the stop there, bring up 4th down.
The Mustangs.
So it'll be a
stop the
punting
Shamrocks,
situation.
and they forced a punt.
So
With 7.5, coming up on 7.5 minutes left in the game.
I remember Petrarch. He once talked about filming the Ice Bowl in 1967. That he got the phone calls. Morning, Mr. Sable. It is 7
Wow,
a.m.
look at that
And the
punt.
punt goes deep,
My
and this
goodness.
one rolls out of bounds near the 10.
That was a great punt, Matt. He overkicked the 2 deep guys.
Yeah, he did.
Aaron Steinauer was there, you know, about 40 yards back, and he kicked it about 47 in the air, and then it bounced another 5 or 10 yards. What a punt.
Yeah.
Great punt there by the Shamrocks. And they put the Mustangs back to their own 10, where it'll be 1st and 10.
Well, that would be tough to overcome. But he said, a phone call said, morning, Mr. Sable. It's 7 a.m. Winds out of the northwest. It's 16 degrees below zero. Have a nice day. And that was that. That was the start of what a big day. All righty. Man, I can't quite see who it was.
Eric Steffens.
Steffens, and not anywhere. A gain of
By Eric Steffens.
loss of yards.
Mustangs with a 2nd and 11 from their own 9, with just over 7 minutes remaining.
2nd and 11. Just bring up the history of what we know of with Medway versus Bishop Feehan. Goes back to 2010 in basketball, the playoff game.
Don't get me
Which-
going there, Matt. That bank shot. Actually, the kid that threw that in for Bishop Feehan, his name's eluded me at the time. He thought it was short when he let it go.
Oh,
And he
man.
let it go over one of our, over John Giacobbe, and it hit high off the glass and went through. And he said in the paper, he said, when I let it go, I thought it was never going to reach the basket, and it went in.
Yeah.
And that's how we lost, right at the buzzer.
Right,
literally.
just about there.
Well, I think we might have had
Well,
a
you
few
had one-
seconds left.
Yeah.
But we had to go length of the court in just a few seconds.
Nuts. Henry looking to pass. I see someone down there. It was Kyle Sansone. No flags on that one.
The deep ball from Andrew Henry, the cop.
And then also in
is incomplete.
last year in 2011, we met up with Feehan again, and we won against them.
Yes, we beat them at a neutral site. By about 5 points. It was a heck of a game. I remember that was when that was our deep run. Of course, we went to the sectional finals. Coach Roger and the boys going deep. And I remember Joe Henry having a great game that night, and Pat Sheehan as a junior having a nice game, and West Jersey contributing off the bench. Of course, Ford, Zajac, Mike Ozella, all the usual cast of characters.
Yep.
Chiming in big into that win.
Parcheski on that run, which doesn't go anywhere, 4th down. It'll
Oh,
be-
and Matt Ozella is a sophomore. I don't know if you remember that. Matty is a sophomore, did some really big things in that game.
Sure.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Mustangs will be forced to punt on 4th and 7 from their own 11.
Yeah, I like that 2010-2011 team. That was a pretty good team. I remember, of course, we covered some great games, and of course, the game I remember was that Bishop Stang game we had. That was one of the best me and Mr. Big ever covered.
Punt is down at the 49 of the Mustangs for Bishop Feehan.
That was so much fun to cover that game.
Oh, yeah.
That was-
That Bishop Stang, that was crazy. We were down like, what, 6 with 2 minutes left?
You were down
We were down 6 in
overtime. It was there.
And Matt Ozella is a sophomore, draining huge free throws.
Wesley Jurzik had a good one, and that Mr. Big liked him so much with that was such a great game. What was great?
Joe Henry, of course.
What was so great about that game was that it was back and forth. No one really broke out to a big lead. Every time they do, then Medway, the other team would just pull right back up. That was perfect game, I think, one of the best. Bishop Feehan run up there. Greenberg on part of the tackle, short of a 1st down as we're coming under this to 6 minutes to go in the game.
Matt Allen on the carry, tackled by Jeff Greenberg. 2nd and 2 for Bishop Feehan at the Mustang 41. 5:45 left.
Can you help me with any history, Big Al? When was the last time Medway lost 5 in a row or something?
Well, now what? You're counting last year? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
last
counting?
year consecutively is a stop by Tim Huffam. Will bring up third down.
Again in the Shamrock backfield. Throws him for a loss of 1. 3rd and 3 for the Shamrocks at the Mustang 42.
Yeah, I'm talking a bit about that. If
Again, Timmy Huffam in the backfield, Matty. He's a great penetrator. Really, the more they unleash him to just attack that backfield, it seems like the Mustangs are a more dangerous D when they do that.
All right, third down. Let's see. Walshy there, 60 now wearing the 61 with a 4th down. So a big situation for Bishop Feehan. Let's see what they do.
Clean up from Eric Steffens. 4th down for the Shamrocks.
Let's see what
About 3 from their own on the Mustang 42 with 4:51 left.
Steinhauer and
I don't think the
Steffens.
Shamrocks will take the chance and go for 4th here, Matt. And the reason I say that is I think they're going to punt because they're up 14. I mean, if they don't make it, they could give the Mustangs great field position to get close.
I know. I don't think you'd have that. So let's see this. See it go. Punt goes, and that looks deep. Up. Steffens will have it. Let's see. Flag is down, and will that be against Medway? I think
Eric Steffens returns it up to the 15, but there's a flag on the play.
Well, as much as we hate the penalty, Matt, it's half the distance, so I imagine it would throw him back about 8 yards or so. It's at the 17, actually. So throw him back about 8-9 yards.
Yeah, and it is holding
yeah.
against Medway. So.
Yeah. What was it, block in the back? Oh, block in the back, Matty.
Block in the back. Excuse me for you folks out there in TV
Always
land.
helps to have the officials, one of the officials sitting right next to us, believe me.
Oh, that's good. The official. Let's add that as well.
That's right.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs from their own 9.
Let's see, looking Henry to Steffens, and that will be it's incomplete. Not
That's
back.
that little slant pass that the Mustangs throw to the flat there, but they couldn't connect on that one. Not an easy night to throw, in all fairness. If you notice, I haven't seen Bishop Feehan throw much either. I mean, the ball is just so slippery that it's just not. And really, you have to get your ground game going. Seems like it's taken both teams a long time to, get the drives going in this weather.
And Parcheski again.
Gain of about 3. 3rd and 7.
And again, not a lot of yards. And
I just like to see the Mustangs finish off the game pretty good because you know what? They've been competitive tonight. It's not like they played an awful game. I mean, they just had trouble mustering up offense. When they have tried to pass, as we've seen, they've had their problems tonight. They've had trouble stringing together a bunch of 1st downs. Let's see if we can get
pass
one here.
out to Dunston, and it slips out of his hands. 4th down coming up.
Ball to Dunston is just incomplete. And the Mustangs will be forced to punt with 3:50 left from their own 12.
Boy, that did not miss by much, Matt. That was like just off his fingertips.
I know.
He almost caught him dead in stride. And if he did, it would have been trouble for the Shamrocks.
I know. Well, it's lightly raining now, looks like. Drizzle is looks like it almost. And the wind is blowing a bit, seemingly across north to south, looks like. As we're under 4 minutes to go, and the punt, Henry goes, and it's going to be pretty good field position for Feehan. And Dylan Burke does not let the returner get far. We're going to take a break, 3:42 to go. You haven't missed much, folks. 14-0 still, Bishop Feehan on top. We'll be back.
1st and 10.
All right, 1st and 10, Bishop Feehan starts on Medway's 38. Whoa, and he's met by Chris Walshy.
C. Walsh with the big sack for the Mustangs. throwing the Shamrocks for a loss of about 5.
How about that right there? That was pretty big right there. About a
Start looking at the rushes.
6-yard
Emphasized downfield.
6-yard backup.
C. Walsh, Matty. Wasn't he impressive on that one? He's living in that backfield right now. Him and Timmy Huffam. Really, if you look at it. And Kevin Sheehan is clogging the middle, you know, for the running. Brandon Green's playing a good game. I like the way some of the boys are playing. Greenberg, Steffens, some good jobs though.
Pitch out, and this one will be down again. Walshy's there with tackling, and also
Greenberg too.
Greenberg as well. Yep.
I'll tell you, I like what I'm seeing from this defense. This has been, I think the defense has definitely made huge strides tonight, and that's crucial to any success the Mustangs are going to have.
All right. Timeout is out, it looks like, after a gain of 3 yards for Feehan.
3rd and 13 for Bishop Feehan at the Medway 42.
So basically, I mean, this defense is, I can see with this game, it's been showing good stride. Just, I mean, right here, but I mean, again, we're playing against a Division I team, and it's, you know, it's still been a tough night for
This is by far the best we've looked on D. And like I said, I could tick off about 6 or 7 guys that I feel like they've had great nights tackling, you know, and that's you know, really important. Who's that, Dunstan at safety, I noticed?
Yeah,
see, that's big too. You got some speed back there in the middle. That doesn't hurt either. You know, that they haven't had. Dunstan's been...
he's going to pass, looks like looking. Now he's going to run.
Oh, he's fast too. Watch out for him.
And he slides, and it'll bring 4th down for the Shamrocks.
The Nick Romero scramble.
Tell you what, if we
The Shamrocks have
we get this back, if we score quickly, and then if we have to kick off onside kick and we get it back, we could imagine if that would be something if we could get back in this game. But
let's see what they do with this here, Matt. With limited time left, now you would think they would punt it again, like they just did. But
looks like the official's been told to
2:42.
to put 2:42 back on the clock.
Yeah.
So
let's see. Now you would think they'd play it safe and punt, being only a 2-score game. But let's see.
Let's see.
See what they do. Be interesting. But you know, if they did it only a couple of minutes ago, you would think they would punt it again.
Oh, see, I think they might be punting it if they were going to go for it. Though I think maybe that defense, you know, the defense with on this drive.
You know what? They put their offense out there, but they get 22 back for the punt.
Yeah,
the running
so
back.
could they?
So it's almost not a quick kick, but it's, you know, they set up like the offense, but he's just.
Yeah, there he punts it away, and I think they will let it go through the end zone unless Leon Lett shows up, which will not happen.
the punt goes into the end
So
zone.
it will go to the 20
Mustangs will take over
for.
Matt Allen.
You guys, were you guys imitating that Leon Lett there? You were doing that?
They were about 1 year old, I think, when that happened. That was like the late 90s or something.
90. Well, there are two. Remember, there's two. There's the Super Bowl one where he brings it back. You got to get it, move it forward, then get across the line. And then, of course, Thanksgiving's 93.
You know what's interesting about Leon Lett? He actually was a damn good football player.
Oh,
he really was.
He was.
But, you know, he's made some of the biggest mental blunders you've ever
All right,
seen.
Henry's looking to pass as the rain comes down. Cummings looked to catch it. Oh, it's caught! It was caught by Steffens, was it? I think. Yes, it's Steffens with the catch. Deflected off of Cummings, and Steffens completes the catch. 1st and 10 for Medway at the 50-yard line. Wow! Oh my goodness, is Medway? This might be a quick drill, right? Oh, here they go. They're gonna go. We're going to go, Petrarca. We're on the move now.
Matty, what a play. This gives him a chance at least.
But here he goes. Henry looking to pass more. Dunstan looking down. Oh, pass broken up. Dunstan almost had it. Clock stops 2:09.
Deep pass is just broken up. Andrew Henry thrown it to Jason Dunstan, and it just missed connection there.
Not sure if another, I'll tell you what, if another pass like that to Cummings and Steffens happens, And if it's right down near the end, we could be back in. We could get the score.
You know what?
And
They're putting pressure on their D, Matt. They're making them make plays.
all right.
You got a chance.
Let's see. 2nd and 10. Henry looks again, complete to the 81 of Steinhauer. And that will be good.
With a strike to Aaron Steinhauer.
It'll be 1st and 10.
Close to the first down.
And is it?
2:03 left.
And are they going to move it? They look the clock. See what they. No, 3rd down. Excuse me. 3rd down. They're going to get moving. I think this aerial attack probably might be working here, Big Al. I mean, if they're going to they're having quick momentum. Here it goes again. Looks out. Pass broken up. Intended for Steffens. It will be 4th down. Oh, man.
This is incomplete. 3rd down and short with 1:49 left.
And at this
You
point,
know what I thought they might do, Matt? Because you still have a lot of timeouts left. I thought they might run it into line, pick the first down up.
I would have thought so
You know,
too, but
and then call the timeout quick, and then they still would have had 3 more timeouts.
well, let's see
But,
what they're going to do.
I'm just worried they might not make this short yardage.
Let's just see right here. I mean, the inches to go. What are they going to do? Let's see what they got. Parcheski gets by. He's down to about
Anthony
the 30.
Parcheski with the first down. Huge 12-yard gain down to the Shamrock 31.
Well, you gotta like that one, man. It wasn't even.
Oh, you're on the mic. Oh my gosh, there's a come on man for the ages. Oh, Parcheski again. 1st down and more. 1:30.
Anthony Parcheski down inside the 20.
I had it up here. Could you still hear it on the mic?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I heard you. You did the field announcement on the broadcast here, and he made the announcement saying Matthew up here. So now everyone knows I'm up here. Of course, what does that really matter
they
now?
all know that anyway.
Oh God! Oh, timeout. I think Bishop. No, Feehan calls a timeout now.
Bishop.
Oh my gosh!
Timeout with 1:20 left, and the Mustangs nearing the red zone.
Oh my gosh! At this rate, we're at the end of the game. We're coming down to a crazy finish. Everything is.
Hey, you gotta like it, Matt. I mean, hey, they're playing a hell of a game. They really are.
Well, at least at every game so far, Medway has scored usually late in the game. I mean, Milford and Hingham have been, 7 points per game, for each of the games. And of course, last week looked better with the offense scoring. What is it, 25 points or something last week? So
if they get this touchdown right away, I'm sure naturally they'll try an onside kick and see if they can recover that. And in this kind of wet weather,
that ball
odds are the
slipped.
guy who handles the ball first is not going to come up with it. So I mean, you really have a better chance tonight on some sort of an onside kick if you can squib it.
And
first things first, we got to score.
And how appropriate, as the rain thunders down now, we come out of the timeout. So here we go, 1st and 10. Parcheski again tripped up.
Anthony Parcheski tripped up at about the 15.
Are they going to line up quickly and go? Let's see.
Mustangs up to the line quickly.
Let's see. It looks like they are, and they will go. They're in a hurry-up mode as the clock winds to a minute to go. 2nd and 6. Henry looks to throw. Dunston's there. Dunston makes the catch down near the 2-yard line, and he's out of bounds, which will stop the clock with 55 seconds to go.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Matty, that was like a back shoulder throw, throwing it behind him, and he fought his way back to get the ball. Great job by Dunston. Great job by Andrew Henry getting it out there. And the Mustangs have a chance.
Oh, here we are. Closest they've ever been to the red zone. And, timeout, I think, on Bishop Feehan at this point. Oh, boy, if this...
Timeout Bishop Feehan with 41 seconds remaining.
Well, Big Al, with this timeout, I don't think we really wanted that timeout because that usually has been icing the stopping us usually stall these drives out at these goal lines.
I want to see him punch it in and have a shot at that onside kick. Because, on a night like tonight, you might be able to get that onside kick. You might have a better chance than normal. So if they could get it in fairly quick here on the first or second play, they still have a little time.
Where have we once heard the thing where usually the last 2 minutes of a college basketball game, or final minute of a college basketball game takes about 5 minutes to end when it's a close one at this point, with 41 seconds to go here.
First down, go.
Here we go. Let's see.
The 5.
Henry's going to see. Let's see what he does. Henry looks over. I see someone there. It's Steffens, who's down about 2-yard line. Looks like this
Pass complete.
pass.
Eric Steffens.
The clock's moving down to 30 seconds to go. And did Medway call a timeout now? Oh, no, the pass was, I think now they're saying, was the pass incomplete or? Oh, no, that's never mind that. Okay, excuse me. I don't know.
Should use it. Oh, jeez.
What is it?
I'll get it up.
Sorry,
Is that right? 30?
I'm sorry, did I make a mistake? Did I?
Clock is going back up to
All right, well,
30 seconds.
sorry. We got a timing there. 30 seconds looks like. Oh, the fumbled! Oh, the ball is picked up by Feehan. And that's it. Oh, gosh.
Roll as the Mustangs turn it over inside
Same.
the Bishop Feehan 10.
See, I told you again, Petrarca, that, you know, with that timeout there, that really stalled out the Medway drive was, I think, part of that right there. I mean, they were.
Well, I just, that's happened a few times tonight. They've, fumbled the exchange or, this is slippery football. It's one of those nights, What can I tell you? But I'll tell you, I was encouraged by their game tonight. I thought, to me, it's the best game they played. And this coming month of October, you should be playing the teams that are more in your league. And I think they got a chance.
The button keeps sticking. I apologize.
Well, as we come down 5 seconds and a comeback to try to make a quick punch in, falls a few yards short as
I'll
Medway.
say this, Matty, with the way the defense is playing tonight, I think October will be much kinder to the Mustangs, much, much kinder than September has been.
I think October.
That's my prediction.
I think October hopefully will be much kinder to New England, all around, basically. To hopefully, and also to us as well, basically, with the way this.
What do you think of the Patriots too?
Of course I am.
Yeah.
Because when we thought Christmas came early a few weeks ago, but final score 14-0 as Bishop Feehan will take this round right here. But, I mean, you said with the defense, Big Al, I think it could be a
defense was terrific tonight. And, that's always got to be the defense has always got to be the foundation of your team. There's no doubt about it.
All right, then. Well, hold on. We'll get closing thoughts in just a second. Again, folks, coming up, the next games are coming up for the Stangs. You're going to be away on the road for 2 weeks. Excuse me. We got Norton coming up. We're going to be away there. And then we will also...
Don't miss the next Medway game.
Then we'll be at Dover Sherburne.
Next
Away as well, and then our next home game will be against the tough Westwood team. Last year, that was a close game as Medway tried to drive back against the Wolverines. Enough it was a close battle last year. And Big Al, if you just want to put final thoughts before we take off out of here.
I mean, I was encouraged. I mean, going into this game. And I had heard that Bishop Sheehan, the kid, I had heard from other people that they were really pounding some teams. Hey, the kids are playing up a couple of divisions, and they were competitive tonight. And like I said, if that defense continues to stiffen like I saw tonight, that's going to give him a chance to win every game, And I know our running game in our league is going to be much more productive. I mean, Feehan is really a tough team to run against. They're very quick. And we still had some stretches, I thought, in the second half where we started to run well. But I think in the Tri-Valley League, I think we're going to be very effective running the football. Listen, we must have rushed for about, 340 against Hopkinton? Parcheski ran for 300 himself. And then you added another 50, 60 yards. I see some of the Bishop Feehan kids, some nice sportsmanship coming over and shaking hands with some of the Medway kids that some of them probably know. I think it was a good non-league game for the Mustangs. I think they got a lot out of it. They played a really good team, and they battled them. And that to me is encouraging. And I got a lot of hope for October, Matty.
I hope so too. Maybe I'll have to see whatever superstitious ideas if I can find any. But hopefully next time, folks, we'll hopefully go. Well, actually, I'll tell you what.
So you and I will be at the next 2 road games. I'll be with you.
That's right. Norton and Dover Sherburne. And, and of course, just remember, Mr. Big, a few years ago, the Titans didn't win a game in 09 until like November. Of course, they came to New England in a snowstorm, and we walloped them 59-0. But they almost made the playoffs that year. They came back strong. So, I won't count Medway out. But, I mean, just hopefully we'll have some wins this year. Unfortunately, we fall to 0-4.
I really think, I'm looking at the rest of the schedule. I mean, I really think you got a shot in every one of these games. I really do. And I'm hopeful.
I'm hopeful too, and we'll hopefully be so. Well, we're going to wrap it up, folks, as the rain is coming down. Remember, this program may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the consent of MCA and Medway Cable Sports, which this is a presentation of. This is a Matthew J. Betzner production, also distributed in part with Medway Cable Access, and also presented with Big Al Productions as well. And also the formed technical alliance with announcers who make mistakes. Well, not really. No, I kid because I care. I kid because I care there. Actually, I should say...
Maddie, you are pure evil.
Oh, no!
No doubt about it.
Oh, man. Actually, that's a big come on man for me. We'll call it Come On Man Productions as well. So, but we'll see you next time.
Should be Pure Evil Productions. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, man. We're going to... and Halloween's just around the corner. How appropriate is that?
I'm a Seinfeld fan, and you know that... Who did Jerry Seinfeld call pure evil?
Newman, was that right?
Newman, of course. You have a lot of Newman-like qualities.
Oh, man.
You take pleasure in others' pain.
Well, you know what? Well, since you just
like that.
Since you mentioned it, just say it for me once. Say it for me, since I am here. The old.
Don't you miss it?
No.
No.
Hello. You know.
Matt T. Scott?
No, he's the old favorite Jerry. When he sees him, he goes,
"Hello, Newman."
Yeah, that's what I was looking
That's
for.
what I'm gonna start saying about you now. I'm just gonna call you Newman from now.
Oh boy, stay tuned, folks. Even if the games don't improve, the broadcasting things are going to continue. The saga continues next week.
Maybe Newman Productions. That might be even better.
All right. Well, we're going to rush for the rain to get out here. So, until then, this is Matt T. Scat.
Big Al.
Yes. We'll see you next week. From Norton, have a good week, everyone. So long. Bye-bye.